Yuji Itadori is a high school student with incredible athleticism and sports talent. His grandfather tells him to use his strength to help others just before his death. Megumi Fushiguro, a student from Tokyo Metropolitan Magic Technical College, is tasked with searching for a cursed object, the finger of Ryomen Sukuna, a powerful supernatural monster known as a curse. Megumi tracks Yuji down, having sensed the finger's energy from him, before realizing Yuji's friends have the finger. As curses attack them, Megumi fights back and Yuji, recalling his grandfather's last words, joins him. Yuji eats the finger in an attempt to save everyone. This causes him to be possessed by the murderous Sukuna, but to everyone's surprise, he easily suppresses him. Despite this, Megumi declares that he has become a curse and prepares to exorcise him. Megumi's powerful teacher, Satoru Gojo, arrives. Declaring himself the strongest sorcerer, he easily beats Sukuna. Megumi asks Gojo to spare Yuji. Gojo explains to Yuji that the Jujutsu elders want him executed, but he was able to suspend his death sentence. Sukuna has 20 fingers left behind as cursed objects, and now that they know Yuji can suppress Sukuna, they plan to have him eat the 6 fingers they have and find the remaining ones, allowing Sukuna to die for good along with Yuji. Yuji agrees, wanting to use his life to save others, and eats another finger. Gojo brings him to Tokyo Metropolitan Magic Technical College, intending to train him to wield his new power alongside his other students. Yuji, Megumi, and Gojo pick up the third and last first-year student, Nobara Kugisaki. Gojo brings them to an abandoned building occupied by curses as a field test for Nobara. Nobara discovers a curse holding a little boy hostage and surrenders, but Yuji rescues her, and she destroys the curse. A flashback reveals that she had an older friend named Saori who moved to the country but was ostracized by the locals because she was from the city. This convinced her to move away from her own town to Tokyo. A month later, the 3 students are dispatched to exorcise a cursed womb at a detention center, leaving one of them dead. Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara investigate a curse womb in the detention center. Kiyotaka Ijichi, the assistant director at Jujutsu High, puts a veil over the building to conceal them from ordinary citizens. Upon entry, the trio sees that the prison has changed into an infinite wasteland and the inmates have been brutally murdered. An unexpected special-grade cursed spirit attacks them. Yuji stays back to buy time, while Megumi rescues Nobara and escapes. Yuji's left hand is torn off by the spirit, so he unleashes Sukuna to fight. Sukuna swiftly kills the special grade, regenerates Yuji's hand, and reclaims one of his fingers that was powering the curse. He then waits for Yuji to reclaim control as planned, but to his surprise and joy, Yuji does not appear. Sukuna confronts Megumi and rips Yuji's heart out so that if they switch back, Yuji will die while Sukuna will still control the body. Sukuna defeats Megumi but is intrigued by his potential. Megumi explains that his will to save others came after seeing his sister fall into a coma from a cursed spirit, and that he does not regret saving Yuji. Yuji regains control and bids farewell to Megumi before dying. Second-year upperclassmen Maki Zenin, Toge Inumaki, and Panda inform Megumi and Nobara that they will be participating in a school event. Meanwhile, 3 cursed spirits meet with Suguru Geto, a human curse user plotting to trap Gojo and get Sukuna on their side. While his body is examined by Dr. Shoko Yeri, Yuji wakes up in Sukuna's domain. Megumi and Nobara train with the second-year trio to get ready for the tournament, which is set to take place in a month. In exchange for his heart back, Sukuna tricks Yuji into making a deal that will allow him to take over his body for a minute without being able to harm anyone when he says, "Enchain." The pact is erased from Yuji's memory as part of the deal, and Yuji is resurrected. He awakens and Gojo tells Shoko to hold off on reporting Yuji's resuscitation, intending to keep it a secret for as long as possible, aware that the Jujutsu higher-up orchestrated his accidental murder. He begins training Yuji to manage his cursed energy. Meanwhile, Geto tells Jogo to use a special-grade cursed object called the Prison Realm to subdue Gojo, as he is too strong to be killed. But Jogo promises to kill him. Jogo ambushes Gojo while he is on his way to meet the Jujutsu Tech principal. After Jogo's failed attempts to kill Gojo, Gojo explains his ability. He can manipulate speed and the cursed energy around him into an infinity that slows down any attacks before they hit him, therefore his attackers cannot touch him at all. Gojo transports to Jujutsu Tech, picks up Yuji, and warps back in seconds to teach Yuji about domain expansions. Jogo's domain expansion is destroyed when Gojo launches his own, Infinite Void, as his is more powerful. He traps Jogo in infinity and decapitates him. Before they can find out who Jogo is working for, Hanami escapes with Jogo's head. Geto, Jogo, and Hanami go to a void where the cursed spirits are hiding out, among them the newly born Mahito. They plan on sealing away Gojo in the prison realm and releasing Sukuna. Nobara and Megumi meet the Kyoto Jujutsu Tech students they will be competing against in the exchange event. Second year Mai Zenin, who is Maki's twin sister, and third year Aoi Todo. Todo challenges Megumi to a fight and batters him, almost bringing him to his snapping point, but Panda and Toge stop Todo. Maki reveals to Nobara that she cannot use cursed energy and has to rely on cursed weapons to fight. Gojo accuses Kyoto's principal Yoshinobu Gakuganji of purposefully sending the first years to their deaths against the curse womb. He informs Gakuganji about Jogo, Sukuna, and the talent of current students like Yuta Okotsu and Yuji, warning that a revolution is coming. A month later, Mahito kills 3 high school students at a movie theater and is confronted by a teenage boy who can see him. Junpei Yoshino skips school to go to the movies and witnesses the classmates who bullied him getting their faces transfigured and dying. He chases after the culprit, Mahito, and asks to be taught how to control cursed energy. Mahito teaches Junpei his sadist beliefs about human existence, as he himself is a curse born from human hate. Yuji and ex-salaryman Jujutsu sorcerer Kento Nanami investigate and encounter 2 cursed spirits. During the fight, Yuji reveals his cursed technique, using cursed energy to amplify the power of his punches and superhuman strength. Nanami deduces that the curses they're fighting are actually transfigured humans. Nanami sends Ijichi and Yuji to investigate Junpei while he goes to confront Mahito. Mahito teaches his ideology to Junpei. As a cursed spirit capable of changing the very shape of a person's soul, he sees people as disposable. Junpei, happy at being told he can kill without feeling guilty about it, has a confrontation with his teacher, who had turned a blind eye to Junpei's bullies. He is about to kill his teacher when Yuji interrupts. Nanami confronts Mahito in the sewers, and during their battle, he realizes that the transfigured humans Mahito makes are actually still alive, self-aware, and in suffering. Nanami's work hours hit overtime, and he begins to use his full power to fight, surprising Mahito. Nanami easily emerges victorious against Mahito, but he is able to survive by manipulating his own soul to change his form. Yuji bonds with Junpei over a shared love of movies. Over dinner with Junpei's mother, Yuji tells Junpei that he doesn't want to kill because he feels it would make him value human lives and relationships less. Junpei's mother is killed overnight when one of Sukuna's fingers, planted by Mahito, attracts cursed spirits. Mahito convinces Junpei that one of his school bullies, Shota Ito, did this, planning to lure in Yuji so they can get Sukuna on their side. Yuji arrives at Junpei's school just before Junpei can kill Ito. Feeling that humans don't have hearts due to all he has been through, Junpei fights Yuji using his cursed energy technique, a jellyfish shikigami that poisons whoever it touches. Yuji tries to convince Junpei to come to Jujutsu High with him, telling him there are strong teachers there who can help. Mahito then arrives and Junpei realizes he was being manipulated by him, only for Mahito to turn Junpei into a disfigured creature. Yuji pleads for Sukuna's help, but Sukuna simply refuses and laughs at him alongside Mahito. Junpei begs Yuji to help him but dies, and Yuji, realizing he truly cannot save everyone, breaks, furiously attacking Mahito. His punches reach Mahito's body and soul, causing the cursed spirit to bleed. Mahito tries to transfigure Yuji's body, but is overpowered by Sukuna, who threatens to kill him if he touches him again. Nanami appears and joins Yuji, telling him they'll exorcise Mahito together. Nanami and Yuji catch Mahito's weak points and batter him. Mahito, at the brink of defeat, releases his domain expansion and traps Nanami inside. Believing that he is about to die, Nanami reflects on what led him to rejoin Jujutsu Tech as a sorcerer. He'd been working a meaningless corporate job, which left him feeling that he had no reason to live. One day, he helped a bakery cashier by exorcising the curse that clung to her. Seeing her gratitude inspired him to help others for a living. Yuji breaks through the domain, as it is weaker on the outside than the inside. As a result, Mahito accidentally touches Sukuna's soul a second time, who punishes him by leaving him grievously injured, so Mahito escapes. A distressed Yuji tells Nanami that he had to kill a person today and promises never to lose again. Geto schemes his next move with Jogo, who has regained his body, and Mahito. Geto declares that they will continue trying to find all of Sukuna's fingers to fully release him, starting by ambushing Tokyo Jujutsu Tech. The Kyoto class arrives for the exchange event, and Yuji reveals his survival after 2 months, to his friends' shock. The event will consist of 2 rounds, the first being a competition between the 2 schools. The Kyoto students, on orders of Principal Gakuganji, plot to kill Yuji, but make it seem like an accident, due to him being Sukuna's vessel. Gojo reveals to the Kyoto students' teacher, Utahime Iori, that he suspects a traitor is in Tokyo Jujutsu Tech's midst. The Kyoto students begin their ambush on Yuji, but flashbacks reveal that the Tokyo students already suspected the Kyoto team would focus on trying to kill him. They work to split up the Kyoto students to even the odds. Yuji finds himself fist-fighting a surprisingly happy Todo, one of the Kyoto students who is against killing him, and after Yuji answers one of his questions correctly, starts to have fantasies of them always being old friends. Megumi is attacked by Noritoshi Kamo while Kasumi Miwa prepares to face off against Maki. Yuji receives lessons from Todo about using cursed energy while the two fight each other. Nobara is knocked out by a non-lethal sniper shot from Mechamaru. Panda begins fighting him, and his past and technique is revealed. Panda actually contains 3 personalities within him that he can switch between when one is weakened by attacks. Mechamaru reveals he is a young sorcerer controlling the robot from within. His true body is extremely ill and unable to function. In exchange, however, he is able to use cursed energy through mechanical puppets. Panda's gorilla personality emerges victorious in their battle. Miwa is beaten by Maki after underestimating her lack of cursed energy. Nobara fights Momo Nishimiya, but just as she is about to win, she is knocked out by a round from Mai's revolver. Maki faces off with her sister as flashbacks reveal the suffering that the twins went through in the Zenin clan. Maki left the clan with a goal to become a strong sorcerer and rule the clan one day. Mai stayed and was forced to become a sorcerer against her will in Maki's place, resenting her sister for leaving her. As Mai tries to use her technique to create a bullet out of her cursed energy, Maki catches it with her bare hand, revealing that as a trade-off for having no cursed energy, she has been blessed with superhuman strength, explaining her talent. Having lost their battles, Mai and Nobara are eliminated from the event. Miwa is eliminated after Toge calls her and commands her to sleep over the phone. Toge is then disturbed by an ominous, special-grade cursed spirit, whose appearance immediately ends the exchange event. Megumi and Noritoshi are battling when they see Togi fleeing. He commands them to run, but the special grade blocks them from the exit. The The cursed energy users behind the invasion of the special grade place a large barrier over the area. The barrier only blocks Gojo from the students. Everyone else can enter and leave. Toge, Megumi, and Noritoshi find themselves facing the special grade. Hanami, the special grade cursed spirit, shrugs off attacks from Toge, Megumi, Noritoshi, and Maki. Just as he is about to strangle Maki to death, Yuji and Todo jump in to fight Hanami while Panda and Momo escort their wounded friends to safety. Yuji then reveals the Black Flash technique he learned from Todo, as Hanami unleashes his second arm to fight them both. Todo reveals his own secret technique, Boogie Woogie, the ability to swap any two people or objects with cursed energy, and uses it in tandem with Yuji's Black Flash to beat up Hanami. Hanami prepares to unleash his own domain expansion when Gojo dispels the veil over the battlefield. After shredding the limbs of Juzo, one of the attackers, Gojo unleashes a giant purple wave of cursed energy at a retreating Hanami, destroying half the forest and leaving Yuji and Todo amazed at his power. Elsewhere, Mahito is shown now in possession of one of Sukuna's fingers. Hanami manages to barely survive Gojo's attack. Mahito reveals the attack was a ruse to draw Gojo's attention away from the Tokyo High School, where Mahito killed multiple sorcerers and stole 6 fingers and 3 special-grade curse wombs. Geto once again alludes to his Shibuya plan on October 31st, warning the curses that they must focus on sealing Gojo away and leave Sukuna and the students alone, as Sukuna has an interest in one of them, Megumi, and may explode if something happens to him. Despite everything, Gojo continues the exchange event, and instead of individual battles, he has them compete in a baseball game, allowing the students some downtime. Megumi, Nobara, and Yuji are sent out to investigate mysterious deaths connected to Megumi's middle school alma mater, Saitama Urami East Junior High. They discover the deaths were caused by a curse and that Megumi's stepsister Tsumiki, still in a coma, may become a victim of it as well if the three don't exorcise the curse. Mahito and Geto continue their schemes, incarnating one of the cursed womb, death paintings. 2 new curses appear and draw Yuji and Nobara away from the battlefield, leaving Megumi to face off against a special grade curse. He finds himself at his power limit before recalling words of advice from Gojo, which encourages him to unleash his domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden. After defeating the curse, Megumi obtains Sukuna's finger and reflects on his life with his sister. Then Yuji, chasing his opponent, runs into Nobara and her opponent. Yuji and Nobara are infected by the cursed womb brothers' decay technique that will rot their bodies away in minutes. Nobara uses her own technique to turn the tables on the brothers and kills them both with Yuji. After the battle, they find Megumi asleep with Sukuna's finger. When he awakes, he warns Yuji not to eat the finger, but Sukuna eats it before either of them can react. 2 days later, Gojo talks to Utahaime about the traitor in the school and sends a large payment to another sorcerer, Mei. Todo and Mei meet Gakuganji to recommend Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, Maki, and Panda to be classified as Grade 1 sorcerers.